Welcome to Album Reviews and You. I'm your host, Will. Today I'm tackling Olivia Rodrigo's Sour, the debut album that made Olivia Rodrigo a household name, broke the internet, and apparently convinced half the population that breakup is a full-time job. It's basically Adele for kids. Every track title is presented in lowercase letters in the track list, which means it's edgy or lazy or both. Wow, no caps. How will society ever recover? The whole record is a breakup scrapbook. Sad songs, bitter, sad songs. Is it one guy she's raging at? 5 guys? A collection of evil Sims boyfriends? Who knows? Who cares? The important thing is she's mad, she's sad, and she's really, really good at writing about it. Here we go. Alright, track 1, Brutal. These opening strings, not so brutal. They make me think I'm in for a classy chamber piece. And just as I was getting up to grab some tea and crumpets, bam! Distorted guitars, pounding drums, bass that rattles your windows, and Olivia yelling. Wait, did I accidentally put on Sonic Youth? No, this song is bratty, noisy, punky, honestly way heavier than I expected. Her vocal delivery is great, distorted, sneering, and raw. The sarcastic little "it's brutal out here" breaks sell the whole mood perfectly, like the Gen Z version of yelling, "Get off my lawn!" The low-end bass bridge is nasty in the best way, giving the track a real gut punch before it swerves back into chaos. By the end, everything's falling apart. Messy guitars, fading strings, Olivia's voice left hanging in the wreckage. It's a killer opener. Not subtle, not delicate, but brutally, yes, pun intended, brutally effective. Okay, next up is Traitor. This one kicks off with some dreamy harmonies that sound, I swear, like exactly what I would imagine a leprechaun would sound like when it was singing. Which reminds me, I had this dream a few nights ago where a choir of leprechauns lived in the radiator in my old apartment. They were about 6 inches tall, they wore corduroy jackets, and every time I turned on the heat, they'd sing harmonies in minor keys. Not happy, jolly rainbow leprechauns. These were bitter, chain-smoking little goblins with nicotine-stained beards. One of them told me the secret to life, as we know it, was that every time you blink, a new timeline is created. And at least half of them, I'm a goldfish named Kevin who's very, very bad at math. Another one just kept yelling, "Play Wonderwall," until I turned off the radiator. The weirdest part? Halfway through the dream, the leprechauns staged a coup against me. They stole my car keys, they made a pyramid out of AA batteries and crowned their new king. Some feral house cat they found out back that they made him wear a green bowler. I tried to reason with them, but they insisted I pay rent directly to the cat. Then they all started humming the opening chords of Traitor, which honestly sounded pretty good for a group of mythical unionized rodents. I woke up convinced someone had put a subliminal Irish folk curse on me. Oh, but the song? It's delicate, airy, sets up a dark contrast with the lyrics, which are pure acid. The music leans hard into the minimalist trend, soft instrumentation, space between every note, letting her voice do all the heavy lifting. It's pretty, but also a little too on the nose, sad pop at times. The kind of thing Spotify puts on a crying in the shower playlist. But credit where it's due, the production is crisp as hell. The vocals are layered beautifully, the arrangement is restrained, and Rodrigo delivers the bitterness with impressive control for someone so young. Not groundbreaking, but it stings in just the right way. Okay, next up is Driver's License. You've heard this one. Everybody's heard this one. It starts with car noises. Clever, subtle, no one saw that coming. Then it shifts into a sparse, piano-driven lament. It's basically Adele light, if Adele had learned to drive at 17. The verses are soft and confessional, then the song swells with claps and instrumentation. For a moment, it even edges into Mumford & Sons territory before collapsing back into the sad, slow bridge. It's pop minimalism 101. Keep it small, then make it really big, and then get really small again. Still, it works, it's catchy, it's polished, it's delivered with such earnest teenage heartbreak that you can't really be mad at it. Unless you're the poor guy she wrote it about, in which case, good luck ever dating again. Alright, the next track is One Step Forward, 3 Steps Back. It's another slow burn ballad. This one's got kind of a sing-songy quality that teeters between sweet and whiny. The piano and reverb-heavy vocals give it sort of a cinematic feel, but it also pushes dangerously close to that old song, Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. Yeah, that Hollies one, with the overdone echo vibe. It's a breakup song, but unlike the cathartic venom of Brutal, this one just sort of lingers like a damp towel. It's got shades of Alanis Morissette, but without the same conviction or bite. It's more sigh than snarl. The production, again, is crystal clear. Every note feels intentional, but the effect is more background music for staring out the window than a song you actually want to return to. And I gotta say, after that explosive opener, all of these slow tracks, it started to kind of drag. Okay, next up is Deja Vu, another quiet, ethereal start, and then, blessedly, the drums crash in to save us from nap time. The song asks the question, do you do all the same stuff with your new girlfriend that you did with me? The same jokes? The same TV shows? Same positions in bed? Do you get deja vu while you're recycling my relationship like a bad sitcom reboot? Lyrically, it's one of the sharper tracks, funny, biting, definitely clever. Musically, it builds nicely with the band kicking in harder and harder until Olivia's yelling at full volume. By the end, she's practically spitting, I know you get deja vu, and it feels earned. It's a rare track here where the structure, the lyrics, and the delivery all click together perfectly. You can picture her glaring at the ex while yelling this. Okay, the next track is Good For You. First of all, the title, Good For You, with the number 4 and the letter U. It's very Prince. Except, instead of purple trench coats and bathtubs, you get teenage rage and pop-punk guitars. The opening bass is funky, minimal, almost Prince-like too, before the track slams into a full-on Paramore-style pop-punk meltdown, and it works. This is the energy the album desperately needed. Fast, furious, cathartic. The changes keep it interesting. 1 minute it's sneering funk, the next it's a pogo stick punk, all tied together with sharp harmonies. Rodrigo's performance is bratty and perfect, balancing genuine anger with just enough self-awareness to keep it fun. Is it derivative? Sure. But it's also one of the best songs here. Sometimes, stealing the Paramore playbook is the right move. Okay, the next song is Enough For You, and I just have to clarify that this one does not use the number 4 for 4 in there. And it's another slow breakup ballad. Acoustic guitar, bass, fragile vocals. It's Taylor Swift's diary filtered through Rodrigo's bedroom. The lyrics are painfully teenager. I tried so hard. Why wasn't I enough? Okay, I feel like I need to point this out. Either she's had terrible luck in relationships, or maybe she's the problem. Either way, the repetition of this same sad template for a song is kind of starting to wear thin. It's like every song is this kind of same thing. That said, it's heartfelt. You believe it when she says it, but as an album cut, it doesn't stand out. It's just another slow one where she's sad. Next song is Happier. Hey, sadness to happiness. What is this? Piano, longing, heartache, another breakup song, another slow burner, another reason to wonder if Olivia might just be the most unlucky and loved teenager on earth. This one does have a bittersweet twist, though. She doesn't want her ex to be miserable. She wants him to never be happier with someone else than he was with her, which is both petty and incredibly relatable, because petty is pop gold. The subdued guitar lines add some nice texture as this song builds, but the overall effect is still more Adele for kids than something fresh. Beautiful, but kind of familiar. Next track is Jealousy, Jealousy. Finally some groove, the bass thumps. Olivia comes in with swagger and the harmonies stab in just the right place. The beat feels a little slow, but the groove is undeniable. The lyrics tackle social media envy and comparison, which is very Gen Z, but also timeless. I feel like John Lennon would have written about Rolling Stone magazine if Instagram existed in '66. The layered synths in this song and random piano lines keep it off kilter, but the rhythm section is strong enough to hold it all together. It's not perfect, but it's refreshing to hear Olivia tackle something outside the breakup narrative. This is where her voice and attitude could really shine. Alright, the next track is Favorite Crime. It's an acoustic kind of campfire vibe, soft, quiet, regretful. Another breakup song. Another Why Did I Let You Do This To Me theme. It's pleasant, it's heartfelt, but it doesn't add much to the mix. By now the album feels like 10 versions of the same wound. Still it's short, it's pretty, and it does what it sets out to do. Be sad. Alright, the next track is Hope You're Okay, and just to keep up with the theme, I'm pointing out interesting spellings and titles, and this one has You're spelled as You-R. This one pivots slightly. This one's less about lovers and more about missing old friends who drifted away. Although at this point, I'm starting to wonder, is Olivia just a terrible friend and girlfriend? It seems like everyone leaves. The message is sweet, she misses him, She hopes they're okay. The arrangement is back to slow build minimalism with big fake drums thundering in the background at the end to make it feel important. It's a nice idea, but as a closer, it's more a sigh than a bang. After all the heartbreak, anger, and teenage rage, the album ends on a wistful whisper. Not bad, just underwhelming. And that's Sour. She does truly sound sour. 11 tracks of heartbreak, bitterness, longing, and lowercase song titles. It's a debut that's polished as hell. It's beautifully produced. And I mean that, it sounds good. It's full of attitude, but also weighed down by repetition. Half the album's killer. Brutal, deja vu, good for you. The other half is crying softly into a pillow while staring at the ceiling. Still, Rodrigo's talent is undeniable. She's got the voice, the writing chops, and the presence to pull this off at 18. If this is her Adele for kids phase, I'm curious what's going to happen next as she grows into her own thing. Alright, if you stuck through this ramble, thanks for listening. Hit like it's a pop punk chorus. Drop a comment to let me know your favorite Sour track, or your least favorite, those are more fun. And subscribe so you don't miss me tearing apart the next classic or not so classic record. Share this with your friends, your enemies, your exes, hell, even the leprechauns. They'll probably enjoy it more than Helen Keller did. And she's dead.